Good evening, everyone. Look who's on my side waiting for me. You ready? Come on. Go home. Go home, baby. Come on. Go home. I'm waiting for you right here. Come on. Go home. Go home. Jump over, baby. Come on. Come on. Once I tell him to go home, he listens. He goes home. His home is the other side. There you go, my big boy. You were waiting for me. I had to feed the baby. Oh, I had to feed Buck today at 5 p.m. because my son was due, literally his feeding was due the same time as Buck. So I was like, damn it. I was like, I got to feed my son first. I'm sorry, but the baby comes first, you know? So I said, let me go feed the baby and then I'll come out here and feed Buck. And he's sitting, well, not sitting, but like standing, waiting for me. And guys, I'm so excited. This time I didn't forget my wristband. It has citronella on it. And it smells so strong too. So this time I am prepared. I got Buck's grapes, apples. You know what? I'm gonna give him the stem of grapes first because I want to give it to him with the stem. I haven't fed him grapes like this in a long time, so I figured I'd give it to him like this. Hopefully he doesn't pick up the citronella smell and doesn't bother him. Oh, he's gonna be shedding his antlers soon, guys. I already see redness right there. He might shed his antlers a lot earlier than last year. Last year, he shed the velvets at September 26th. I think it was September 20th, something like that. This year, I think it's going to be sooner. I already could tell just by looking at the velvets, the way they look. It's going to be sooner. Right, big boy? Yeah. Come on. I threw the seed of bread. I threw it over the hill because I really don't want, you know, rodents to come up the hill. Because there's rodents that live in the forest too. So I don't need them to hang out up here. So I already threw the bread. It was funny too because when I was walking up to the spot, I seen a squirrel on my side, like literally hanging out on the property. Once the squirrel see me, it ran to this side. It was probably like, oh, she's here, the lady with the food. Let me go run. I don't know what he's looking at. I'm gonna keep the arm that I'm recording far from his face because it's really strong, the smell, the citronella smell. I don't know what he sees, but there's nobody outside. There's nobody there. I know for a fact. I didn't see nobody down my driveway. So I don't know what he's spotting right now. He must be looking at people who are either walking down the road, you know, maybe kids getting out of school. He's so funny. He has to keep checking. Really, Buck? Nobody's there. Nobody's there, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody's coming. I want to stick one citronella bracelet on my arm and one on my ankle. I actually forgot to put the one on my ankle to keep like the mosquitoes that hang out low, like to keep them away from me too, but I'll remember tomorrow morning. I put them right by my hallway, like literally right next to the front door, so I don't forget. So that's why when I spotted them before walking out of my house, I was like, oh, I can't forget to put it on. Really, Buck? You gonna keep looking after every grape? I don't know if he's gonna want the stuff in his buckets. Not sure. Let's see. It's okay. Really? You want it in your bucket? If you want it in your bucket, I gotta sit here and pluck the grapes off of the stem. Because then I feel like he's not, you know, by him trying to bite it, he's gonna end up dropping them. So he's gonna have to wait now. Wait, Buck. Hold on, baby. Wait. Let me get some of these grapes off of the stem. And then I'll come there. Yeah, he wants to eat in his buckets. Because I don't know what he keeps spotting or picking up a scent of some sort that... Sometimes Buck, like I said, he feels more comfortable on that side where he's hanging out right now. Like on the left. On the left side. Because he knows that there's the bushes there that cover... that will protect him from anybody spotting him. All right. I always pluck the grapes usually off. Hold on, everyone. Let me put the butternut squash so you guys are going to be here with me while I'm doing this. Okay. Now Buck has everything. This bowl is so heavy. Oh my God. It has 2 apple slices in here, a big stem of grapes, and butternut squash. I can imagine how heavy that bucket is right now, food. And the corn in the bottom. You know, Buck, he always gets a great dinner, big dinner. And I put ice cubes in his water to keep it nice and cold, which is water really didn't get that warm. I touched it before I stuck the ice cubes in there. It wasn't really warm. It was like cool, but it wasn't warm. But I still like, you know, I still like to put it in until it starts really getting cold. When it starts getting cold throughout the whole day, that it's cold from like morning all the way up to nighttime, then I stop putting ice in his bucket. Then I won't put ice in the bucket no more. But right now, it's only cold in the mornings. Not cold, like, you know, cool. I'm going to say cool. It's only, we have cool mornings and cool nights. And then in the afternoon, it gets really, really hot, like summer hot. So this weather is like that right now. It's like in the mornings and at night is like the coolest, the weather. It's like in the 60s, low 60s. And then in the afternoon, all the way up to evening, up to now, it's like 70s, like almost 80s. So that's why I still want to put more ice in his bucket, you know, every day until I see that the weather starts getting really cold, you know, like all day. When it starts getting really, really cold, then I'll stop putting ice in his buckets. But I threw the bread already. The little ones have water. I threw a little scoop of corn by the tree over there because I know there's a squirrel that likes to come up and eat it. So everybody has their food. Yeah, Buck's antlers, I could tell the way the velvet looks. See how the velvet looks like all crimbly? It doesn't look smooth anymore. It looks like very like wrinkly. That's how I know he's going to be losing his velvet very soon. I say a week from now, he might lose his velvets, definitely. Because I could tell the way the velvets are looking. You look good, Buck. See, Buck doesn't look so skinny. I'm telling you, if you guys would see deers like in the wild that don't get spoiled like him, they're like half of the size of Buck. Look at Buck's belly. Now that's all muscle. That's not bones. That's all muscle. Sometimes people see Buck's muscles and they'll think it's like that he's bony. No. That's all muscle. Buck is not. I have pet him in the back too, like by his back of the body. I had pet him there before. I never felt like bones. I always felt like muscle, like pure, like solid muscle. Buck is like literally full of muscles. Right, my big boy? You work out? Running up and down the hill, waiting for mommy? Either somebody's barbecuing, but I smell like a barbecue type of fire. Yeah, somebody's definitely barbecuing. It smells so good. It's funny because right now I'm smelling barbecue and my citronella bracelet mixed up together. I'm not going to lie. It's a good smell together. Mixed up. Oh, yeah. It smells like a summer day, you know? Like when you smell the citronella and the barbecue. But Buck, I know he's been waiting a while because when he like continues waiting for a while, usually he'll wait for me right there in that spot. That's how I know that Buck's been here for a while, waiting. Right, big boy? You've been waiting for mommy for a while? My big boy, you were hungry? So far, I have to say, usually the hand, I don't want to jinx it, but the hand that I hold the camera is usually the hand that gets the most mosquitoes on it because I can't move to slap them off. And so far, so good. This bracelet is actually working. But I'm not going to lie, I do feel pinch on my ankles. And I have pants on. I have long pants on, everyone, and I feel pinch. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to stick one on my ankle and one on my arm again. I had to scare it. Seen a ratatouille, I had to scare it. Far away, but I still want to scare it to keep it away from coming here. It's okay, Buck, it was me. It was mommy. I made the noise. I'm getting better at throwing rocks. Like I'm aiming pretty good. Right, Buck? Mommy's getting better at aiming the rocks. Oh, it's so beautiful out today. I'm so excited that the weather is getting better and better. Like, you know, like cooler. It's getting cooler out. It's not so like hot and muggy out anymore. I want to see like, I know we don't have rain on the forecast, I don't think, for any day this week. I don't think so. Because I want to see like when it rains, if it does rain, like if it gets hot and muggy, like, you know, the way it does in the summer when it rains, it just gets even hotter out after it rains. Or is it going to start getting cooler? Because, you know, in the fall when it rains, it just gets cooler outside. So that's what I want to see when it rains. I smell my bracelet right now. It smells so good. Citronella smells so good. Every year I used to buy a citronella plant and keep it next to me over here by the spot. Last year I even gave Buck a couple of leaves. He wanted to eat it. I didn't give him much because I don't know if it was bad for him. So I did not give him too many. I only gave him like 2 little leaves, pieces of the citronella plant. He actually ate it. And then when he came next to me, oh my God, his breath smelled so good. His breath smelled like citronella. It was so funny. But this year I didn't buy the plant. I should have. I gotta remember that for next year to buy the plant and keep it, you know, at the spot. I'm gonna buy 2. I'm gonna keep one like over here somewhere and then one over here right next to me. Yeah, I gotta do that. I'll do that next year. It's already, you know, summer's already almost over, so I'm not even gonna bother buying one now. I've seen it, but in the supermarket that I go to, they have it outside. I've seen it. They do sell it. But I'm like, really? Is it worth it buying now? You know, that we're going into fall. So it's not going to be so buggy out. And Buck right now looks nice and clean. I don't see no mosquitoes, nobody bothering him. Thank God. I don't want to jinx it, but thank God. There's no bugs, no flies, no horse flies. I noticed the horse flies come out when on the muggy days, like when it's hot and muggy, or like after it rains or before it rains, like, you know, when it's like warm out, they come out. Or like really, really hot, scorching hot days, they come out. Like 80s and up, the temperature, they'll be out. Because that's when he walks up to the spot with them, like, you know, flying around him, his face and his legs. And I'm sure they hurt because I see him kicking his legs. And sometimes he doesn't even want to eat right away when he comes up to the spot and they're bothering him. He won't stand at the bucket and eat. So that's why I love days like this when it's nice and cool, because it's not so buggy outside. Like it gets a little bit better with the mosquitoes and stuff. I still see little mosquitoes, but not bad. I usually spot a lot of little mosquitoes and gnats, but right now I don't see a lot, so thank God. But it was funny because this evening I caught Buck on my side. I think earlier, I don't know if it was earlier this week, right? I don't know, I gotta look back on my videos. But I feel like it was only a few days ago, maybe like 2 days ago, that Buck was on my side. I don't remember if it was for breakfast or dinner. It might have been breakfast. It's funny, but when he waits for me, like if I don't come out on time for his dinner, he comes looking for me. Now, first he'll hang out there. And let's say if I still would have never shown up, he would have been on the blacktop. He would have been right on my side, like really my side. Like he would have shown himself. And then eventually my dog would have spotted him. My dog would have started barking and I would have looked out the window and I would have seen him. Buck, you left grapes, baby. Look, you left grapes. Yeah, you left grapes. Yeah, he left a few grapes. He ate most of it. He ate all the apples. Are you getting sick of the grapes? All right, this weekend, I'm not going to get him grapes. I'm going to get him strawberries again. I want to get him blueberries so bad. Wow, is he full? No way. I am shocked. He was foraging. I found him foraging over here when he was waiting for me while I was putting the food in the corn in his buckets and the ice. Unless he's full with foraging, unless he has to use the bathroom. If Buck has to use the bathroom, he's going to use the bathroom and come right back. Watch. I can't believe it. Wow, that he left, like, you know, some of the good stuff. He left some of the grapes. He ate all the butternut squash, all the apples, and half of the corn. But it's all right. Now I know, I think he's getting sick of the grapes, but so what I'll do is this weekend, I'm not going to get him grapes. I'll get him something different. Usually I go back and forth with strawberries and grapes. I've gotten him blueberries before, like I said. I got it for him maybe 2 or 3 times he's had blueberries. And I notice every time I give him blueberries, I usually throw it in the bucket with his corn, and he always leaves a few blueberries behind. That's what makes me think that he doesn't go crazy for them. Like strawberries, I know he loves. Like the same way he loves apples, he loves strawberries. So that's why I try to always get him things that I know that he loves to eat, that he really likes. The things that I know he's like, not so crazy about it, but he'll eat it, I won't get it for him. I like getting him stuff that I know he likes to eat. You know, that he enjoys. Yeah, he's probably gonna come back and finish. I don't know if he's gonna use the bathroom or if he's gonna just hang out. Let's see. I was gonna say he might lay down. I would be surprised if he lays down. Because for him to lay down close by, I have to be here for a while. That's the thing. I feel bad. I miss hanging out with him for hours. I used to hang out with him for like 2-3 hours, and now it's so hard, guys, you know, because I have a baby. And my son is very attached to me. You know, I'm with him all the time. My husband works, you know, most of the day. So it's like I would love to be out here with him for, like, you know, for 2 hours straight. But it's hard. Because even when my son stays with my in-laws, he eventually gets cranky where he wants me, you know? So that's why I can't leave him too long, because then he's going to start looking for me. That little thing is smart. He knows. He knows who his mama is. And I still can't believe that my son is going to be 6 months in another week and a half. Yeah, September 15. So 15 days. Well, now it's probably shorter. I think it's like 13 days. And then September 17th, I got to take my son for his 6-month checkup, which I heard they're doing vaccines again, which I'm like, oh, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading it. I'm not looking forward to that. I make my husband hold him while he gets the shots. I can't. My hands start sweating. I get so nervous. Like, I can't. I'm a big chicken when it comes to needles. He's probably trying to walk to go get the bread that I threw over the hill. Definitely. He probably spotted the bread. And that's why he's walking there. Because I flung the bread all like on the bottom, like down there. And then I flung it over the hill. So he's probably, Buck, go eat the rest of your corn and the grapes in the bucket, baby. That's the good stuff you left. You're definitely going to have raccoons in there if you leave it. I don't know if he's going to come back or if he's going to take his time coming back. Who knows? But guys, I got to get going because it's almost 20 minutes I've been here. So I'm going to get going. I mean, if he eats, he eats. If he doesn't, at least I know he ate most of it. So I'm happy. I'm telling you, he's definitely going to take a walk to go look for the bread that I threw. Because he watched me throw the bread. He was literally staring at me while I was like throwing the bread over the hill. Yeah, so I will be back tomorrow morning with another video. I hope everybody has a great evening and a good night and an awesome day. I hope the weather is beautiful by you guys too, because it is here, thank God. It's very nice. And I will be back soon. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Oh, he's scraping. Hold on before I go. Is he scraping his antlers? Oh no. He's looking the tree. Right now what he's doing is he's claiming that spot, like this is mine. Yeah, Buck is looking the tree and rubbing his antlers. Yep, he's starting to rub, guys. I'm telling you, and if it's going to be in a week that he's probably going to lose the velvets. It's not going to be a pretty sight either when he walks up to me. When he first loses the velvets, it's not a pretty sight. But I'm used to it. 4 years of being with him, and, you know, going through that, seeing him go through that, I'm used to it by now. I don't get grossed out or anything. I'm just like, whatever. It's part of his life that he has to go through. All right, everyone. So, again, I'm going to say it again. Have a great evening and a good night, and I will be back tomorrow. Ciao for now.